just about ready to go. And towing the slab here, Michael Wacha. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
3-2 now. That one to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Brooks Baldwin.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
And now it's Luis Robert. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pickoff throw, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. And he airmails it out of play. Look out.
Boog, you got to move your feet as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first. And can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body, and he didn't have much of a lead over there at all, so I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
And they take care of Robert for the out.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Matt Thaiss.
Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
2 strikes. Helpful.
Squirts away a little bit. Andrew Vaughn in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Third out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and today's starting pitcher, Jonathan Cannon. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And a ball evens the count. Down the line. And that drops foul. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Really good swing right there.
He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
No outs. Runner on second. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. And it remains 2-2. On the ground to first, Vaughn. He steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Swing and a ground ball. Sosa tosses to first, but it's 1-0 as the run scores. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
First baseman, Salvador Perez.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
To the right side. Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. Second inning coming up here in Kansas City. It's the Royals 1 and the White Sox nothing. Top of the second, Andrew Vaughn now.
The first baseman, Andrew.
The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now it's going to be Brooks Baldwin. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. One out, base is empty. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire. But Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
That's ball 4.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here's Josh Rojas. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Two on, 1 out. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Cut on and lifted in the air. Waters sizing this one up. Calls it in, 2 away. Throws it away, but no one moves up as it's backed up nicely there.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Jacob Amaya.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Amaya.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
On the ground, right side, Massey. In plenty of time to first. That's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Royals 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back here in Kansas City, we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Kevin Biggio up to the plate.
Biggio.
The 2-1. Check swing, no appeal.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting 6, the second baseman.
And now here is Michael Massey. Biggio on at first, nobody out. And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Drops into the glove, 1 down.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Drew
Waters stands in. Man at first, 1 away. To the right side. It's in and out of his glove. The tag, and he's out.
Batting 8, the catcher, Luke Maile.
Here's Luke Maile. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch is outside. Man on second, 2 down. Strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to short. In time to Vaughn. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Royals leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Josh Palacios. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. outside. 2-1. Ground ball to the right side. Perez steps on the bag. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis Roberts.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Isbell makes the catch, and that is that. As we go to the last of the third, and now it's Kyle Isbell. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And the right-hander's 3-1. And a foul ball.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Next to hit, Michael Garcia. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses. That's the first fastball we've seen today. Made it look easy. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in is the speedy Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And a 1-2 again. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Misses inside. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Up next for the Royals, the designated
and to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. There goes the runner. There's a ball. Throw, save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Perez will hit next. Hammer, base hit, headed for the plate. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and And that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Matt Thaiss. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Baldwin.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And now 2-2.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quick.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back.
Bottom
4, and now the right fielder, Kevin Biggio.
Kevin Biggio.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside.
That's the ball.
Misses outside, and it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for out there.
Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. And there's a foul ball. That misses. 2-2.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Got him. And 1 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Drew Waters, the next to hit. And that's downstairs and outside. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Bryce Wilson up and throwing. Iser also getting ready. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Melee.
Luke Maile getting ready to hit. Move to first. And he's back in easily. Up the middle. Sosa. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
First and second, 2 outs. Now at the plate, Kyle Isbell. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And the inning is over. Royals strand a pair. They're up 2-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. He's got it, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, right field. Biggio makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
That's inside, and a count 2-1. Foul ball there.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Up and in, full count now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Three and 2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the
runner takes off. This one in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground, fair ball, coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next is the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two balls, two strikes to count with two outs. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Michael Lorenzen preparing to come on if needed. Stratton getting cranked up as well. White Sox down a run. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in there. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And he makes the catch, and that'll do it. But they pick up one run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
the White
now
Sox.
to start the bottom of the fifth and taking
Number
over on the
46.
mound, Bryce Wilson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Michael Garcia.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Hit on the ground to short. Amaya throws across the diamond, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Number 7, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Witt stands at first with one out. Swings through that one for strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Runner on the go. Got him swinging. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Up next for the Royals.
So up now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. A dive, and he can't haul it in. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. Around second now, as they still don't have it. Safely into third, it's an RBI triple. So a runner at third, 2 men out. And next up for the Royals, Kevin Biggio. Next offering is in for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that's
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Out to short. In time to Vaughn. And they get Biggio for the out. They limit the damage here. Royals pick up 1 on this triple. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Michael Lorenzen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score, and it's still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
That's down and in. Bullpen action for the Royals. Lucas Erceg appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his Major League debut. Clark also throwing. Next offering upstairs. In the air, right field. Biggio moves towards it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
The batter, the catcher, Matt.
And now Matt Thaiss. The White Sox down by a pair, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And that's strike 2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the grab, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 25, Andrew.
And up next for Chicago,
Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one to first. Perez. The flip to the pitcher covering. That ends the frame. Offense held in check there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Royals 3 and the White Sox 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey.
Michael Massey.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Drew Waters steps in for the Royals. Bounce to the right. And foul ball. Draws the walk there.
Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count,
Now
but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Maley.
Next is the Royals catcher, Luke Maley. Waters leads off first with 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Royals 3 and the White Sox 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Royals.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
60.
Lucas Erceg.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That misses, and that's ball 2.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That misses the zone, and it's a full count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Hit on the ground to the right side. Perez takes it to the bag. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Next pitch misses way outside. And that's in for a strike. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one, just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. Misses inside. And now 3-1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And that one clips the corner.
Full count.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now pitching for
So the Royals bring on a new arm, Taylor Clark.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
2 outs, runner at first. Jacob Amaya digs in now. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching for
We're
Chicago.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Steven Wilson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Kyle Isbell now at the
for the
plate.
Royals, the center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
Next offering is down low.
Well, these Royals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way so far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
On the ground to third. Sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. That one fouled hard the other way. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Shortstop.
One gone, runner at first. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. Garcia leads off first with 1 away. Runner on the go. Got him swinging. Throw there. Safe. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball, that's out.
That's inside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Salvador Perez next up for Kansas City. 3-1 is on the way. Big swing and a miss.
Full count, 3-2.
That's to third. And that ends the inning. So 1 left for Kansas City, and the score stays 3-1. Back here in Kansas City, we go to the 8th. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Josh Palacios. Trying to bunt his way on, and that's just foul. That one misses in the dirt. Swing and a ball popped up. Massey under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Now, Miguel Vargas. The White Sox trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 8th. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. Popped up. Witt. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox, the center fielder, Luis.
2 down, base is empty. So here's Robert now. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Royals 3 and the White Sox 1.
Now pitching for the White
Back now,
Sox.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brandon Iser.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Leading off,
Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
Swings through that one above the zone.
On the mound, you've taken note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Ball to strike. Ground ball right side. Sosa whips it to first, and they get Biggio for the out.
The batter, number 19, second baseman,
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Royals bats are quiet there, but they still lead it 3-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Royals.
back, and here comes the closer, Carlos Estevez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Matt Thaiss.
Matt Thaiss.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And a 1-1. That one
2 balls,
missed.
1 strike.
The White Sox down by a pair here at the top of the 9th. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 3. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
White Sox down to their final out. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Finish him.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.